Hello, everyone. Welcome to 15 Minutes Straight Talk. How are you doing today? Pleasant hello to you if you're joining me live or if you're watching this video on replay. Thanks for sharing your time with me today. Really excited to be here again. It's another day. Tomorrow is Friday. We're almost at the end of the week. So, how has your week been going? How has your week been going? Are you on target with your weekly goals or are you falling behind? And if you're falling behind, what can you do right now, at least to turn things around and accomplish some of those things on your list for the week? Right? So if you're joining me live, come and say hello. Let me know who's joining me. If it's the first time, where are you joining me from? I would love to know. We have an exciting topic today. And the topic is how to overcome the fear of charging high tickets. So we're talking some business today. And this is a question that I get often from my clients. Many persons struggle with charging high ticket for their products or services. So I want to ask you before I start, is this something that you're also struggling with? Do you think that, or do you find yourself struggling with charging higher for your prices? Angelina, I have missed you, my lovely. How are you doing? I have missed your energy, your presence. And Kathy, oh, the tribe is here this morning. So encouraging. How are you, Angelina? How are you, Kathy? Pleasant good morning to you. I'm really happy to see you both. Really happy. Well, virtually to connect with you. Great. So this morning we're talking business, and tomorrow is Law of Attraction Friday. Tomorrow we'll be talking Law of Attraction. And we're talking about, the struggle to charge higher for your prices. Many persons have this struggle. And if I have to be honest, I believe in being authentic and straight. I struggled with it in the beginning of my journey of to charge higher for my services, my coaching programs, or maybe a particular product. So it's a problem that's unique to many persons. We struggle with it, and then you find ways to overcome it. You work through it, and then you get more confident. So I'm going to leave you with this morning with something you can do if this is a struggle for you, or if you enter into business and this is something that you will have to work through. You'll be able to do this exercise and definitely feel more confident about raising your prices. Angelina says, great, I missed you too. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much, Angelina. Kathy, she's saying hello to you too, Kathy. So glad that you both could be here. So some of the questions you can ask yourself, start asking yourself is, am I struggling to raise my prices because I don't think it's worth that price? Now, this may not be relevant to you, whereas it may be relevant to someone else. So do you feel that inner resistance because you're struggling to raise your price because you think it's not worth it? Are you worried that your customer, your potential client might think that it's not worth it? Is that the worry? Because if you're struggling to raise your price, there is some inner resistance. And the importance is to find what is causing that resistance and take steps to release it and let it go. So is it because you think your customers might perhaps think that it's not worth it? Or maybe you held back by limiting beliefs. Do you think that if I were to raise my prices, I might lose my clients, or I won't get clients at that price? I can't charge 1K or 2K or 3K or 5K or 10K for that program, whatever your program is. I don't think I have enough experience. So what is it? What are the limiting beliefs that are holding you back from feeling comfortable to charging the price that you believe your product or service is worth? And that's the main focus, what it is worth. That's what's important to focus on. Or are you just feeling uncomfortable saying that price? So perhaps you know what your program is worth, but maybe you believe that it's worth 5K and you just feel uncomfortable saying 5K or having to sell at 5K. And all these questions are aimed at getting you to have a think about what your inner resistance might be. Or another question to help you, you know it's definitely worth that price, but you just won't go there because it's way out of your comfort zone. We know the comfort zone. I love to say this, and if you've read my book on Crushed, you'll see it in there as well. The comfort zone I talk about is it gives you this false sense of security. So although you feel safe within your comfort zone, Your comfort zone really is holding you back from reaching your full potential, is holding you back from exploring further opportunities, is holding you back from taking advantage of some of the challenges that are presented to you. And these challenges are opportunities for growth and development. And this doesn't just apply to business, but to any area of your life. So is it that is your comfort zone really? This is where your inner resistance is coming from. So the first step, if you want to charge more for your price for your products or services, the first step is to try to identify what's causing my inner resistance. Is it limitations around money, limiting beliefs around money? What is causing my inner resistance? And be honest with yourself. If, for instance, you feel that I don't think like I have enough experience, perhaps you could start at a particular price. And as you get that experience, whether it's 5 clients, I don't know, this is for example purposes, you raise your price. Or if you don't feel you have sufficient expertise, then buy a couple books in your niche, join a training, get a mentor, or whatever you need to do to raise your level of expertise. Or if it's limiting beliefs, do the inner work. You make some time to do the inner work. Be honest with yourself what your limiting beliefs are. If it's limiting beliefs around money, if it's limiting beliefs that you won't get clients to purchase from you at that price, you work through those limiting beliefs and you do that inner work so that you can come out on the other end confident. Because the thing with selling is that you want to be able to sell confidently. Here's something I have my clients do before I give you the process quickly. One of the things I have my clients do is I have them identify the benefits to you, the benefits to your customer. And when they go through that process and they identify the benefits to their customer, it gets them energized and they realize, but hey, it gives them purpose. You don't feel that hesitation within you to sell whatever it is you're offering because you know that you've designed something great, whether it's a product or a service, and you know it's worth that price because you know the value that it's going to give your clients. And just knowing that you're going to help to take your clients from point A to point B or from point A to Z with that product or service is, you're going to transform their lives and have such a great impact, then you will feel very, very confident to raise your prices. So I'm going to give you quickly something that you can do today to increase the price of your program. If you're struggling, if this is a struggle for you, if you struggle to raise your prices, you struggle to charge high ticket, I'm going to leave you with an exercise that you can do today. Very simple exercise, but if you put your all in and you do this exercise, you will be able to overcome it. Kathy is saying, good morning, ladies. It's wonderful to see you ladies again. Really, it is, Kathy. It's a pleasure. It's energizing to me, really energizing. So the first thing to do is to write the name of your program at the top. What is the product or offer you have? You write the name of the offer at the top of a sheet of paper. And then I want you to write what is your current price for that offer. So how much are you currently charging for it? Let's say your offer is a group coaching program as an example, and you're currently charging $297 for that program. What is the current price of that program? What are the steps in that program? How many steps must your clients take to get to that transformation? So what is the name of that program or offer? What is the current price of that program? What are the steps that your clients must take to get to that transformation? What is the big promise that you have for your clients? What is that big promise that you make to them that as a result of doing this, they will achieve? And write down those outcomes that you would get for your clients. Now, I want you to list all of the outcomes that your clients will get from that product, service, or offer that you're making. And the value of those outcomes. How much time or money they will save or can potentially gain. Because this is an eye-opener. When you do this, you recognize, by my client engaging in this, he or she will save 4 hours a day because you're teaching them a new process or a new method to do something. By my client doing XYZ, he or she will be able to spend more quality time with their family. So what are the outcomes and what will they gain as a result of that? Would they gain more time? Would they be able to make more money? Would they be able to save money? Maybe you're going to show them a process or teach them something that will show them how to save more money and save on that time. or make more time for something else. So it's really important to focus on the outcomes that you get in your clients. And then when you focus on those outcomes, how much is it worth? So when you look at that offer you're giving, that your offer that you have for your clients, and the outcome that you promise them, the big promise, how much is that worth to them? Based on those outcomes and the values that you identified, what is the worth of that? And by so doing, you're able to put a price on your product based on those outcomes and its worth. And whatever your previous price is, put a better price. I would say at least double that price, because you know you're giving true value to your clients. And you can see definitely, say for instance, I'm a coach, I work with clients, I show you a process. For instance, I'm showing you a lead generation strategy. This is just one aspect of the program. I show you a lead generation strategy that you can use. And through that process, you're able to gain, let's say you want to gain one high ticket client a week. So you're able to make £8,000. So hence, this gives you an idea of how much you can charge for your program, because you're going to show them a process that can potentially, when applied correctly, help them to make X amount of money. So going through that process, identifying what it is worth in terms of time and money and the value of your program, then you're able to comfortably put a price on it, than to just say, okay, this is the offer I have, this is how much I feel like I should charge. But when you go through this process, you're able to justify within yourself, you know why it is worth that price, because you know exactly the outcomes and the benefits that your clients will get from that offer. Does that make sense? So this morning we were talking business this morning. Run with this if you're struggling to raise your prices. And whatever is your new price, just get in front of the mirror and just start practicing saying that price. Practice saying it. Just practice saying it till you feel comfortable. Let me share a story. When I just started in my coaching business, and I was working with a coach, and he's definitely a great coach, Sean Mize. I was working with him at the time, and he was training us on webinars. And I remember my very first webinar, and I had to, this is what I did. I created 2 slide decks. So I created one slide deck without my offer, and I created another slide deck with my offer at the end, because I was struggling with it when I just started. So many coaches struggle with this, even coaches who are not new to the coaching business. Coming out of the corporate world where you get a paycheck at the end of the month, I don't have to worry about thinking about the value of my program and the outcomes and put a price to it. So I struggled with it, and that's why I created 2 slide decks, and I had this uncertainty within me. And I called up a colleague of mine, and I'm like, I have my webinar tonight. Do you think I should make my offer at the end? I feel totally possible just delivering great training. And she was like, no, you need to make the offer. Get into the habit of making your offer. You know what you're giving them. I did make the offer. Felt really shaky doing it the first time around. But when it comes to now in my business, I'm confident, because I know that I deliver great value to my clients. I know that I take my time and I go through and create a process that will help them to get to that transformation that I promised them. And I know the worth it will mean for them in their life and their business. So selling now is not about just you selling for money, but you're selling that transformation that you're able to get your clients. That's what you're selling. You're selling those benefits that it will have in their life, and focusing on that, it makes it easier when the time comes to quote the money, to say the money for it, the cost for it. It makes it much easier. Because really, this is how I look at selling, as a conversation. It's a conversation. And where you put your point of focus is important before you start. You put your point of focus and your energy on the benefit, on helping that client, on doing the best that you can do to help that client, help that prospect. And when you look at it that way, you just enter into that conversation. And if that client can reach it at that point of time, they will go ahead. If they can't, I've worked with clients who came back to me later. And I've done the same with coaches as well. Went back to them later when I had the funds. So if you're struggling to raise your prices, I believe this process will help you to get great clarity, recognize the value, you know your program, whatever it is you all have, you're offering is worth, and can give your clients the transformation that they need. It can solve that big pain point that they're struggling with and will make a difference in their lives, whether it means more confidence, whether it means greater self-esteem, greater self-worth, whether it means earning the potential to earn 5K or 10K, whether it means the potential to save 5K or to save thousands of dollars because of something they've been doing wrong. You know what it is you have to offer. Go through that process and then get in front of the mirror, start practicing it, just starting to let it off your lips. Let it off your lips. It was 2 weeks ago, I was advising a client to do just this. Go in front of the mirror because she's struggling with just saying it. So you get in front of the mirror and get comfortable saying it and comfortable saying it, because you have to believe in what, and I will end with this. In order to get really good at this, you've got to believe in what you're offering. Because if you don't believe in it, how can you expect your potential clients to believe in it? You have to believe in what you're offering. You know that you're offering great value. Always aim to give your best. There are some that will say, don't give everything away. Don't give too much. I'm the type of coach, I believe in giving my best. Go with the flow, whether it's free, whether it's paid, you give your best value and the universe will reward you. You give your best value. So I just wanted to leave you with this today. If this is something you struggle with, do that exercise. Make the time for it today. Angelina is saying this is really helpful. Thank you so much, my lovely. That's so true. Yes, Angelina, it is. It is very true. It is true. And through delivering many webinars and different workshops and having to make that offer, whether it's a high ticket or a lower ticket, I make it at the end because I know that I'm giving great value. I've delivered great value. If you want to work further with me, if this is an opportunity that you want to take up, then hence go ahead and do so. Here's how you can do so. And when you look at it that way, it's like a natural flow in the conversation. So I just want to leave that with you. I know that this will be very valuable to persons who in particular struggle with this area of their business. It doesn't need to be a struggle anymore. Let go of that struggle, let go of that dilemma right now by going through this exercise. And know that you're delivering a great service. You're here to help. You're here to provide great value through the products and services that you're offering, and you focus on doing just that. So thank you, Kathy, Angelina, for joining me live. Those of you on Facebook, a few persons on Facebook. And I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Law of Attraction Friday. So I did promise the manifestation planner, but here's the thing. I have designed the planner. I've inserted all of the inserted everything into Canva. So it's just a matter of editing and colors, and I should be done with it. If I don't get it ready for tomorrow, Friday, hopefully by Monday. I'm working on my self-study for persons who want to work with me but can't work one-on-one. And hopefully my self-study program will be ready by Monday. So hence the reason why I've put back some projects so I can get really laser focused and get that out of the way. Really, really out of the way. So look out. The manifestation planner is coming. It's definitely coming. It's just going to give you a process to guide you as you work through whatever it is that you want to manifest, you want to change in your life or business. Thank you. Thank you for joining me live. Much hearts to you too, Kathy. Love, love, love to all of you. And I'll see you same time tomorrow. Have a great day. Don't procrastinate today. Whatever you have on your list of things to do today, get it done. And have a great day. See you tomorrow. Kathy says that's wonderful. Thank you, my darling. Bye for now.